all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got music on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands.
Hi all, and welcome to another instalment of Rant Football. We're going to quickly start off today with the Super Cup final between Chelsea and Liverpool. It's not about the game, it's a good game of football. It's about UEFA and FIFA and VAR changing rules and still not implementing them. So a rule change this season was the keeper has to have a foot on the line when a penalty is taken. He can dive each way as long as his foot's on the line, or dive forwards. Dive backwards if he's an idiot. But pretty much that's the idea. Now, I don't mind these rule changes. I think it's unfair on a goalkeeper, by the way. I think he should at least be at least a metre, maybe ahead of the line. It's hard for them, you know, to make movement if they've got to keep a foot on the line. Anyway, the point is, the rule is you have to have a foot on the line. Now, Chelsea's fifth penalty, I'm not bitter because I think it's a stupid rule, but it does state that when you take the penalty, obviously the foot on the line, to keep on saying and going on the same thing, Chelsea took it. That's fine. The keeper saved it. Except replays are showing the keeper had both feet, Adrian, whatever his name is, off the line. Therefore, VAR's meant to intervene there and the penalty's meant to be retaken. Shock horror. It's allowed and Liverpool win the Super Cup. Life moves on. Anyway, let's get to the Premier League. This weekend we had games with, was round 2 of the Premier League games. And just trying to predict them we was. So obviously the first game of the weekend was Arsenal versus Burnley. The result was 2-1 to the Arsenal. Arsenal played well. Aubameyang's a great striker. Arsenal got a couple of youngsters they've brought in well who look going to be brilliant. David Luiz is just David Luiz. Less said about him. Who cares about him anymore? Upset Chelsea fan here. So yeah, anyway, I predicted that Arsenal would win this 2-0. So I get 2 points for this, right? So what I'm going to explain to you here is I did in a previous video, I did a guess the scores basically for the Premier League on the weekend, and I took on Simon and Colin from Simon Says podcast and the Half and Half podcast to see who would win out. And I did a mini league thing. So what I did, if you guessed who would win the game or draw, you get 2 points. If you got the correct score, you got 3 points. So we'll start again. So Arsenal versus Burnley. I predicted 2-0, so I got 2 points for that. Simon predicted 2-1 Burnley. I think that was more hope than anything. 0 points. Colin predicted 3-1 to the Arsenal, so he gets 2 points. And obviously the correct result was 2-1. After that, we had Villa versus Bournemouth. I predicted 1-1, 0 points. Simon predicted 1-1, 0 points. Colin predicted 2-2, 0 points. Because the actual correct result was Villa 1, Bournemouth 2. John Terry, sort that defence out. You're letting in goals like Chelsea. Right. Brighton versus West Ham. I predicted, because I hate West Ham, I really should have thought this through better, 1-0 to the Brighton. 0 points for me. Simon predicted 2-2. He gets 2 points for that. And Colin predicted 3-1 West Ham. Colin, come on, mate. Seriously. He got 0 points. So the correct result was 1-1. Everton versus Watford. I predicted 2-1 to Everton. I actually got 2 points for this. Simon predicted 0-2, 0 points for Simon. And Colin predicted, because he hates the Everton manager and thinks he's a fraud like me, 1-0, so he got 0 points because the actual result was 1-0 to the Everton. There's been some good goals in the Premier League that weekend as well. I'm not going to talk about them. You should just go and watch highlights on YouTube or something if you haven't seen them. The next one was Norwich Newcastle. I'm going to tell you we all got 0 points because I went 0-0 thinking, you know, no one to score. Simon clearly was on his happy juice and thought Newcastle would win 3-0 because, yeah, I know they're both bad teams, but come on, Newcastle ain't that good. And then Colin was on the happy pills, I'm guessing, because he thought 2-0 to Newcastle, so 0 points for all of us. The actual result was quite shocking. It was 3-1 Norwich. So, yeah, Mike Ashley, I'm sure the Newcastle fans are loving you, and the quicker you get out of their club and leave them, the better. You've ruined a big club up north, and you're a crap owner, mate. Go away. Southampton versus Liverpool. Now, I went thinking about the Super Cup. I thought there wouldn't be many goals in this game because they're going to be tired Liverpool. And Liverpool did look tired, so I was correct about that. I went 1-0 Liverpool. I got 2 points. Simon went 3-1 Liverpool, 2 points. And Colin didn't think about fatigue clearly and went 4-1 Liverpool. The correct result, so he got 2 points. The correct result, 2-1 to Liverpool. So, we all got points for that. The next game, we're going to get back into that VAR, is Man City versus Spurs and the stupid rules. I predicted 2-1 to Man City, 0 points. Simon predicted 3-2 to Man City, 0 points. Colin predicted 3-1 to Man City, 0 points. Correct score was 3-2. Now, we all could have got 2 points, and Simon would have actually got 3 points for this. The new rule, an accidental hand touching the attacking player's hand touching the ball accidentally. It was very slight. It's a stupid rule because if a defender does it, it's accidental and no penalty is given. So you can't have it, both ways. You can't say, oh, defender was accidental, so we play on handball accidental. But if a striker or an attacking opponent touches the ball accidentally slightly, and this one didn't really deviate the ball at all, stops Man City from winning the game. It's a disgusting rule. What UEFA brought in, it doesn't work and it needs to be rethought, like the offside rule personally. The offside rule is stupid. If you have a fingernail offside and VAR proves it, you're offside. It doesn't make a difference to scoring a goal. Sort it out, UEFA and FIFA. If you want people to love your new toy VAR, make the rules better because right now they're stupid. Well, we're going to move on to Sunday games now after that rant. Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. Quite frankly, we all thought this was going to be a boring game. It was a feisty game, man. Both clubs kicking each other quite a bit. Not like the old day kicking, boring Premier League style of kicking each other. But people find it amazing now because they're not used to old style real football. Anyway, I went for the score of Crystal Palace winning 1-0, 0 points. Simon, quite clever, went 2-0, so he got 2 points because he went Sheffield United, and Colin went 0-0 because he thought this game was going to put him asleep, and he got 0 points. The correct score was Sheffield United 1, Crystal Palace 0. Then we got to Sunday's game. Me this time didn't really think about fatigue because I saw how well Chelsea played midweek, and I went 3-0 Chelsea. What could have easily happened in the first 15 minutes, but Chelsea don't seem to know how to put the ball in the back of the net properly because they're bloody idiots. But Mason Mount, well done for getting your first goal as a senior player. You came for the youth ranks. Proud of you, boy. Keep up the hard work and hopefully you'll become a Chelsea legend in the future. But I got 0 points because I went 3-0. Simon went 1-0. Bastard got 3 points for that. He spot on again. And then Colin went 3-1 Chelsea. Well, we both knew Chelsea would score, but Colin knew we would concede because we can't defend. But he gets 0 points. Correct score, 1-0. Then Monday came along and I've had the Man United fans for over a week giving it large, thinking they're great, they're brilliant. Do one, United fans. You're average like Chelsea, really. So it was Wolves versus Man United. I predicted 2-0 Wolves, 0 points. Simon predicted 0-2 Man United, 0 points, and Colin predicted 2-2. So Colin actually got 2 points. Well done, Colin. It was a 1-1 draw. The thing was about this game, I couldn't stop laughing at Man United fans. They took the lead out in force again from their homes in London probably, and Dubai and the rest of the world, because we all know Manchester's blue, just like London. And what can I say? Oh, can I just say, Wolves goal. Woo! Great goal that. Loved it. And Wolves were unlucky at the post net. Man United got a penalty. Now Solskjaer's telling everyone that Pogba and Rashford are the penalty takers, both of them. Clearly Pogba just pulled rank here because I think he was captain of the night, and it wasn't a bad penalty, it was just a good height for the keeper, guessed the right way and saved it. But it made my day, because it made Man United fans realise, oh damn, we're not top of the league, we're not great, get over yourselves. Man United, I'm going to predict this now, at current form, unless Chelsea can sign in January, Liverpool are going to win the league, Man City are going to finish second. I'm going for Tottenham and Arsenal third or fourth, in between them, Man United fifth and Chelsea sixth. Chelsea truly because we can't defend, and it doesn't matter how many chances we make, we can't put them in. I mean, you could be the only straight man in a club full of thirsty women who just want sex right now, and Chelsea, you be that man, Chelsea are like that man, would still miss because they don't know how to take the chances, it seems. So yeah, pretty good weekend in Premier League. As I said, the table does look like, once I find it, because I've lost it as per normal, knowing me, Premier League table, it's looking like this. We've obviously got Liverpool top on 6 points, followed by Arsenal also on 6 points. I'm turning this around so I can see it better. We've got Man City, Man United, Brighton, Tottenham, and Bournemouth, I believe, Sheffield United and Everton on 4 points. Burnley and Norwich 3 points. That's the top 11 so far. Then we go to 12th. We've got Leicester City and Wolves on 2 points. Then we've got a few clubs on 1 point. That's Crystal Palace, Chelsea and West Ham. I'm not saying positions properly right now because it's too early to care, but I will have it up on the screen. Then at the bottom of the league with 0 points in 2 games is Aston Villa, Newcastle, Southampton and Watford. So yep, that's the Premier League table. Back to my little group, my little league for 1 week. So Simon came out on top first. He got 9 points, and me and Colin shared 6 points each. Colin just getting in there on the last game with Man United. So as Colin and me said, we're not very good at these predictions. Simon did better than us, but between all of us, we're average. Pretty much like Chelsea. We've got another week of football coming up, and hopefully we can enjoy it. I'm waffling on a bit now, so I'm going to end it up here. I'm praying for a Chelsea win. I think Frank deserves it. He's done nothing wrong as manager yet, and his football is exciting. Liverpool-Arsenal this weekend. Whew, that's going to be a good game of attacking football. And pretty much that's it for me today from Bullfield. And I'll be back with my predictions one with another guest, hopefully, and see how we get on. Bullfield out.